Ladies and gentlemen, we continue with the cruiserweight contest of 4 3-minute rounds. Firstly, introducing in the blue corner, wearing the black and white trunks, from the Czech Republic, weighing in at 14 stone 2 pound, tonight competing in his 28th professional contest, it's David Vicena. And his opponent across the ring in the red corner, wearing the white trunks trimmed with blue and gold. He fights out of Northampton, weighed in at 13 stone, 13 pound, undefeated in one contest. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting and introducing Simon Barclay. Referee in charge of the action, Mr. Michael Alexander.
Clean fight, okay? Most of all, remember to defend yourselves at all times. Touch gloves, keep it clean.
Seconds out, round 1.
So a second professional outing for Simon Barclay from Corby in Northamptonshire. Won his first. An ABA champion at 2 weights, Barclay, and he's had some interesting preparation for this outing against David Vicena from the Czech Republic. He's had a week sparring with Vladimir Klitschko.
It's not bad, is it, to be honest? I don't know what that'll do, help him prepare for Vicena, but it's what an experience just being out there with a heavyweight world champion.
Well, I'm sure it's been an amazing learning experience, as well, of course, of working with Klitschko himself. He's got a very good trainer, Klitschko, in Jonathan Banks, himself a good heavyweight. And I think he's been working on the defence of Barclay, and he needs to just watch those swings from Vicena.
Yeah, but Barclay just catching Senna with a lovely left hook with his back on the ropes. Just leaned back and caught Senna coming forward.
Vicena, who's admittedly early in the careers of the following men, has mixed with some decent guys. Manuel Shah, Robert Helenius went the distance with both of them, losing on points, but was stopped by Juan Pablo Hernandez, that terrific Cuban cruiserweight, the IBF champion, I think, if memory serves me right.
I like Barclay. I think, you know, you got a nice, neat style, hands nice and high. He's nice and relaxed. Doesn't rush his work. There's going to be a time where he's going to have to start stepping up the work rate and stuff, but at the moment, you know, it's only his second fight. He's just getting used to the pro game. He takes his time, don't rush. His debut was quite good. You know, he didn't rush it, didn't try overly impress, just work behind the jab, did everything correct.
Was ABA cruiserweight champion in 2010, beat Dion Juma in the final there, and then 2012, a couple of years later, he was the heavyweight champion. Then lost in the quarterfinals of the 2013 ABAs, and that was the moment that he said, well, the time might be right to turn pro.
Good work there from Barclay. Just mixing up the speed of his punches.
Comes from Scottish ancestry, as the name might suggest. His granddad was Scottish, like so many Scots moved south to work in the Corby Steelworks.
Right.
Right hand again over the top from Vicena. That's a quality uppercut, lovely shot.
And good volume shots.
Vicena had a victory just a month ago. Points victory against a man whose surname you'd get quite a decent score on Scrabble, and first name as well, Josef Tsko, I think. T-R-S-K-O. You can put me right on that one if you like, Barry. That's the end of the first round of this 4-rounder swing contest before our next big fight. And now we go into the corner and try and hear from John Mulheron, who's looking after Simon Barclay.
Good work. Just need to tighten it up a bit, yeah? And left hand's still a bit loose, yeah? Work it in nice and fast. Yeah? Keep working it round. Don't want to go up. Oh, then come around the side, yeah? Good work, son. Yeah? Got another swing. Yeah. Good. There we go. Just up there. good work. Don't go for a knockout. Stay on your toes here, yeah? Double jab up. Keep working.
Corners, 10 seconds.
Cool, calm advice.
Seconds out. Round 2.
First round quite clearly to Barclay.
Yeah, he boxed well, didn't he?
Thought the punch of the round was that uppercut. That right
Oh, it was
uppercut
class,
was
wasn't
a
it?
cracker, wasn't it?
You know, we were talking about uppercuts today, weren't we? Riddick Bowe.
Indeed. Not too many people threw better ones than that. Incidentally, in case you're wondering why we were talking about Riddick Bowe, we have our sort of downtime here and you have the little conversations, and we were just saying, wonder what the result might have been if you'd had a peak Riddick Bowe, i.e. the one who fought in the first Evander Holyfield fight, against Vladimir Klitschko.
That's right, we had a good discussion about that, didn't we?
You'll have your own ideas. We said we thought it might be a victory for America.
Yeah, I think so. I think Barclay shook him up a little bit.
Good jab.
He's boxing well. He's, again, nice and light on his feet.
Had a win only, what, a couple of weeks ago or so.
Yeah.
The copper box when he fought against Igor Baruka. Won in 4 rounds there on points. This one, I'm not sure is going to go the distance if he continues landing headshots like those. Michael Alexander inviting Vicena to continue.
A bit of a mistake there from Barclay. Not only missing with the right hand, but bringing the right foot forward and really just giving Vicena an easy target to hit. But up until that point, boxing superb, disciplined, nice fast hands. Vicena has no head movement, so can't get out of the way of that. What is a very good jab from Simon Barclay.
35 years old, Vicena. This is his 28th pro fight. He's only won 7 of them. And at this stage, it doesn't look as though he's about to win this one. Good again. Referee just looking closely at Vicena. Make sure he's okay. Still firing back.
I think Barclay could turn the screw now. I think he might get the stoppage if he just increases the work rate, the pressure.
Oh, that good right hand again. Saw Vicena sink down a little. He got a terrific following for his opening fight. Simon Barclay, not so many here tonight, but it's going to be a sort of a learning curve for the youngster, and that fan base is going to serve him well as he progresses.
Well, it's a bit of a late notice fight for Barclay as well, isn't it, to be honest? Boxed well in that round, though, again. Nice control display, good variety in his work, and changing the speed of his punches, which is good to see from a young pro.
Sign up a bit in that song.
Yeah.
Right, don't get involved. Don't get too ragged.
A little bit reckless. Keep it tight. Keep working behind that jab. 3, 4 shots upstairs. And drop you 1 downstairs, yeah? Yeah, fine. Yeah. Keep working. Keep up on that jab. Keep that tight. You're just getting a little bit reckless. Getting a bit too involved here, yeah? Jab, jab. 3 to the top and then 1 downstairs, yeah? Then over the top of it. Yeah?
Just wanting him to stick to the game plan, Barry.
Well, he's winning everything easy, isn't he? Not getting caught with anything. Look, he stuck his chin up a few times, something that has to be worked on. But he's boxing fine. He's boxing from his range, his distance, and his pace, which is most important, to dictate the pace.
Very early stage in his professional career, of course. Long, long way to go. And many of the tricks of the trade still to learn.
And these are the sort of guys to learn him against, to be honest. Guys, you know, who should never ever beat people like Simon Barclay, but you know, we'll be able to see what he's been working on in the gym, and you know, you can see he's been working on some good stuff.
I thought at one stage in that second round he was going to take him out.
I think he still can. I think, you know, it's corner right not to take any chances, but I think if you put the pressure on, Vicena. I think he gets him out of there.
Vicena a little bit to the amusement of the crowd, a bit ragged as he mounted that attack. Put it mildly. Did get through with one solid right hand.
He's eating those jabs, isn't he?
A lot of them.
Even though he got his hands out back, he's just punching through the guard.
His mouth starting to get a little bit busted up, David Vicena. That's good from Barclay. Doubling up well on the jab and letting the punches go.
And you know, they're not heavy shots, but they're correct punches, aren't they? You can see Vicena, you know, he feels the effect. Again there, right on the button, right on the nose there.
I thought on his debut, not surprisingly, he just looked a little bit tight and a little bit nervous, Barclay, and you can see that he's moved on a little here, at least psychologically, he's more relaxed.
Yeah, well, he was, but what he wasn't, and which I was happy with, he wasn't over-eager. You know, sometimes people try and over-impress in debuts and then be in scrappy fights, but he wasn't. But he was a bit tense, more relaxed in this fight.
That's good.
That's quality, isn't it?
Right hook followed by the uppercut.
Doesn't need to give away too much ground though. Still keep it from distance, but start pushing Vicena back. But Barclay, for me, showed you got a lot to work with, haven't you? The trainers, you know, they got a lot of natural ability there that they can work on.
Physically, he's the right sort of dimensions for a cruiserweight, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Tall and athletically built, you know, and he got and throws all the right punches.
Oh, that's a nice uppercut, and again, followed by the right hand. And Vicena looking very ragged now. Good round for Barclay.
Yeah, he beat Vicena up in that round, didn't he? Methodically beat him up. Doesn't waste many punches either, Simon Barclay, to his credit. He lands with almost everything that he throws.
That's fast. Mixing it. Step across to your right. Yeah. Leave that jab in his
Oh, that's lovely, that is.
Boom.
Not only the left hook and the right uppercut, but making Vicena miss. Just before that, just dipped his head to the left, just making Vicena miss with the right hand. And again, showing the accuracy of Simon Barclay.
You're right.
Boxing very, very well yet again.
Good.
Genuine two-fisted fighter.
Sorry, Jace.
Strength from both sides, good shots, quality shots from both sides.
I like him. I do. I'm a fan. I am. I think he got a lot of potential.
Corners,
Well, 3
10
rounds
seconds.
out of 3. Surely the only question here is whether Simon Barclay is going to be able to stop his journeyman opponent, David Vicena, into the last round. Referee Michael Alexander's the man who's going to be scoring this one. Qualified electrician, Simon Barclay, by trade. Shouldn't imagine he has too much problem with late payers of bills.
That's better for Barclay. You don't have to give away your reach advantage, but you push him back with the punches. Keep it at a nice long range. That's what he's. You got fast feet as well, Barclay. So there'll plenty of feints. And making the angles for that, yeah.
Doubled up nicely again with the left hand.
And he places his shots, which, you know, that's something that he'll develop about turning him off from the core, getting a bit more weight in the punches. You know, it's, when you convert from amateur to pros, you place your shots in amateur boxing, where in pros you want to punch through the target. Something that I never learned in my career, but something that I realise now what should have been done.
Sometimes the amateur sport, a little bit unfairly, I think, is described as being a little bit akin to fencing in some ways.
it's changed, hasn't it, with the computer scoring, but it's coming back to normal.
Just caught by a left hand and then the right. Just a little reminder to keep his gloves up. Just blinking a little bit, and the uppercut as well from Vicena.
Well, that's just a bit of amateur stuff there from Barclay, just standing upright. That's all. That's just something that, you know, that he's going to get rid of as time goes by. We're just standing a bit upright and getting caught with his chin in the air. And he's neglected the jab for the last 30-40 seconds, and that's why Vicena's had a bit more success. And just giving away a little bit too much ground as well, John.
Feeling the pace maybe a little in the closing stages of this fourth as well.
Well, maybe, but I wouldn't have thought so, because he's been dictating most of the pace. He likes to give away a bit of ground. He wants to counter you coming forward, but sometimes that gives an opponent a bit of momentum, and then that's the last thing you want. Good right hand there from Barclay.
Vicena swinging optimistically in the closing stages of this final round. There's the last round completed, and Simon Barclay has surely picked up another win.
Yeah, clearly.
And I would have thought 4 rounds out of 4.
Yeah, he won that clearly, and you know, he boxed well. A little bit at the end of the round, at the end of that last round there, just got a little bit ragged, maybe a little bit tiredness, or trying to overly impress. He was trying to load up with left hooks. But you got all the tools that you could work with to make the kid, I think, is going to become a good fighter. And he's a little bit of spite, just sit on his punches at times. But you know, he's second pro fight. I'm impressed. I'm a fan. I really am.
So here's Mike Goodall, and here's the results, which will be confirmation of a victory for the unbeaten young prospect.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the 4 round of action, the referee scorecard reads David Vicena 36 points, Simon Barclay 40 points. The winner, Simon Barclay.
4 rounds out of 4.
And appreciation to David Vicena.
8 rounds out of 8. Simon Barclay picks up another victory and does exactly what's required.